Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Daz Reacts, and today I have a Bill Burr reaction video for you. And in this one, he discusses motherhood isn't the hardest job. And I like Bill Burr. I haven't really done much of him on the channel, but he does get requested quite a lot. And some of the lists that I've seen, like doing my research and like top comedians of 2022 or the last 5 or 10 years or whatever, he's near the top or at the top of most of these lists. So I should do more of him. Might have a bit of an issue with this video because I really need a wee. So if he's hilarious then and laugh out loud funny in this, then I might have an accident. So let's wait and see. But guys, listen, I hope you enjoy this. If there's any other Bill Burr that you want me to react to, let me know in the comments down below and I will get round to doing it. But until then, let's get into this.
Fantastic. The other day I got in an argument with my girlfriend, right? She likes watching the Oprah Winfrey show, and I love to watch her watch the Oprah show. And then I wait for Oprah to say something that I don't agree with, and then I take it out on my girlfriend because I'm an asshole. So Oprah brings out this guest. She gives her this huge intro. She's been on this, she's been on that, and she does the most difficult job on the planet. She's the mother. So immediately I look at my girlfriend. I'm like, really? Being a mom is the most difficult job on the planet? How many mothers died on ice road truckers last season? Any moms get washed overboard on Deadliest Catch? I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but what would you rather have as a job? You want to scoop scallops off the bottom of the ocean, catching that lobster trap to the back of your head? Or do you want to hang in the sunshine with a couple of rugrats? You'd send them to bed anytime you want and some trumped up charges because you want to have a drink and watch The Price is Right. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is the most difficult job.
Okay, I need to chime in here because it is the case. Right, let me give you a bit of a backstory. So before I met my wife, obviously she was with someone else, that she had kids, that she's got two disabled boys. And then when we met, she's got two disabled boys. So it was the case that she had kids early, like she had kids when she was young. So for 20 odd years, she was a stay-at-home mum. She never knew any other life, that she never trusted anyone else with the boys, not even their dad. So she stayed at home with the kids. And then when I met my wife and we got married, and then we went on to have my daughter. And I think my daughter was about 1.5, 2 years old when, no, maybe younger than, I think about one, when we decided to swap roles. And basically, I've worked since the day I left school. I went to work. I've always had a job. That I never went to college. I never went to uni. For me, my mentality was just earn money, earn money. So that's what I done. I went out and I earned money. And while my wife was a stay-at-home mum for 20 odd years, I was a worker for 20 odd years. And I've done a lot of different jobs, but I always had a job. I was always working. And then one day, my mum at the time was working in a care home, and she said, like, there's jobs going. Would you like me to see if I can get you a job? So, like, I said to my wife that go for it. That I don't mind. Let's swap over. I've always had this, that I've always wanted to do things online. Like I always wanted to like do a YouTube channel, or I always wanted to learn how to animate and things like. I always wanted to write books, and I said to her, I was like, you go to work and I'll stay at home with the kids. And I can do all of these things. And she used to say at the time that you're not going to get a chance to do all of this. You can't do a YouTube channel. You can't animate and things like that. And I used to come home from work and my wife would be like, oh, it's been such a long day. I haven't stopped. I've done this. I've done that. I've done this. Then we swap roles. then we swap roles. And every household is different. Everyone's children are different and things like that. And people look at our household and think like two disabled kids is a full-on, full-time job. And it can be at times. But the reality is that we are very, very routined. And for me, I wake up early in the morning and I get everything done. On a Thursday, we have shepherd's pie every Thursday without fail. Because one of my stepsons has got a bowel problem, so we have to be scheduled for the meals to make sure he has a pureed meal, to make sure it's got vegetables and things like that in it. So we have to be scheduled. So it is the case that on a Thursday, every Thursday without fail, we'll do shepherd's pie. I'm up at 7 o'clock in the morning making shepherd's pie. By 9 o'clock in the morning, that dinner's done. While that dinner's cooking, I'll do what I need to do. I'll tidy up, I'll cook, I'll get my daughter ready for school, take her to school. The boys have now got carers that come in and sort them out in the morning, but I'll do them in the evening and things like that. I have most of my day done before 10 o'clock in the morning, up until like, and then my daughter's at school, so I've got 5 hours to do this. I've already done my shopping, there's a wash on, and like, I think with women, it's just the case that Like my mum used to do it as well. Like she'd tidy up and then sit down and watch Jeremy Cole, and then she'd get up and do something else, and then go down and sit down. And back in them days, it was sons and daughters and things like that. And like, but so it was up and down all day, rather than just getting it all done in one. And then she used to complain, "It's been such a long day." I don't get it. I don't understand it. That like I get everything done early, and then that's the morning and the afternoon. Then I got the rest of the day to do what I need to do, and then in the evening, in the afternoon and the evening. So yeah, in my opinion, motherhood, being a stay-at-home mum, isn't the hardest job. But I'm not saying that's for all parents. There's a lot of difficult children out there, and there's a lot of children out there with disabilities that are completely different to the boys in my house, and a lot harder and require like more intense care. These boys do require a lot of care. They're both like wheelchair bound, they're both blind, and they require around the clock care for everything, changing, feeding, bathing, showering, everything that they need done for them, we do for them. But yeah, there is downtime throughout the day as well to make life a little bit easier.
I mean, I thought roofing in the middle of July as a redhead, you know, I thought that was a difficult job. I really did. I thought it was difficult. But evidently these mothers, they're bending over at the waist, putting DVDs into DVD players, going to war pinned down by a sniper. What a joke! You ever burp a baby and forget to put that towel up there? There's another shirt you gotta wash. Oh, lift with your knees and put it in that machine that does it for you. Dude, any job you can do in your pajamas is not difficult. It isn't. I'm sure it's... Yeah, to hell with these mothers. Watching cartoons, taking naps. Look, I'm messing around, but you know, come on. I know it's a difficult job, but the most difficult job on the whole planet. Remember when Saddam lit the oil fields on fire and those poor bastards had to go put them out? 4,000 degrees, walking in with your little asbestos shield, just walking into flames. You want to do that or watch Bob the Builder again? I mean, be honest with yourself. I got a dog recently. I did. I went down to the pound. I got one of those free dogs. Yeah, that's how I say it. I don't say I rescued a dog. I hate when people say that. It's like totally obnoxious. It's complete exaggeration. She's a rescue. Yeah, I rescued her. Really? Did you pull her out of a burning building? Did you jump in a river with your clothes still on with no concern for your own safety? Or did you just go down to the pound and get a free dog? Isn't that what you did? Stop acting like you had to take out a couple of guards, crawl in on your elbows, using hand signals. Dude, you ever go down to the pound? They're just giving them away. They don't even do a background check. You want him? Hey, get out of here. Who's next? You want a poodle? Come on, you got a perm. It'll be hilarious.
Do you know what? This is really cruel. I know it is. In the UK, we have this show, Paul O'Grady's For the Love of Dogs, and my wife watches it when it comes on, and I can't help. You get these little adverts on there that like, would you like this dog? And you got a dog on there. It's like it's got 3 legs, 1 eye. It's proper shaking all the time and things like that. It's like, do you want this dog? And like most people sit there, they're like, look at and I sit there, like, I don't want that dog. I really don't want that. I'm not a pet person in general. That like I don't like dogs. I've got dogs. I've got a dog. I had a king when I met my wife. She had a King Charles Spaniel and a Chihuahua. Now we've just got a Chihuahua, and like it's the case that I don't mind. I feed the dog. I clean up after it when it decides to piss and shit on the floor. I poop a scoop in the garden. I take it out for walks. If it needs to go to the vets, I do all of that. I've got no problem. But I'm not one for sitting there and thinking this dog's going to come and sit on my lap and I'm going to sit and stroke this dog and things like that. Because I'm just not a pet person. I never grew up with pets, and all of the dogs and that they all want to bite me for some reason. I don't know why dogs really want to bite me. I don't do nothing to them. But yeah, they just want to bite me. So I'm not a pet person. So no, I'm not going to get a rescue dog as much as I want to go to get a fucking puppy.
Actually, my girlfriend got the dog when I was on the road. I was on the road, she got the dog. Classic girlfriend move, right? That's just a 10 to 15 year commitment. Why would you include me in that decision? What would I need to know? So we're Skyping. I thought she got one of those little shit dogs, you know? Like a Yorkshire Terrier or something you could punt across the room if it got out of line, right? Something you could take your day out on. You know what I'm saying? And so we're Skyping. I go, let me see it. So she pans around, and I think I'm going to see, some little Chihuahua, whatever the hell those dogs are. I'm immediately staring at like this hellhound. It's just massive dog. And I start freaking out. I'm like, is that a pit bull? Please tell me you didn't get a pit bull. She's like, it's not a pit bull, it's a mix. Mix with what? Another pit bull? Look at that thing. It's like it's been doing pull-ups its entire life. Its front paws were still taped up. It's shadow boxing. It's got a teardrop tattoo. It's a pit bull. What more do you need to see?
Teardrop tattoo.
Oh, it gets worse. Her and a friend actually didn't get it down at the pound. They found it by the Los Angeles River. Yeah, this thing was the real deal. She's sitting there going, it was out there for 10 days. Don't you think that's sad? No, it's scary. Because judging by its physique, it got plenty of protein over the last week and a half. It wasn't eating nuts and berries, all right? It was choking out joggers. It was twisting heads off of rabbits. You brought a murderer into the house. You just rescue an alligator while you're at it. Stick it under the bed, add to the excitement. You know what's great, though? I fell in love with the dog. Absolutely love this dog, and I'm totally sold on the breed. And I know a lot of people don't like pit bulls because they ate a couple of kids. I understand that. I'm telling you, you owe it to yourself. At some point, you.
If you listen to that, there was not a lot of laughter from the audience when he said that line. I couldn't help but laugh. Like, I know they got a bad rep because they ate a couple of kids.
I'm totally sold on the breed, and I know a lot of people don't like pit bulls because they ate a couple of kids. I understand that.
There was not big laughter there.
I'm telling you, you owe it to yourself at some point in your life to walk down the street with a pit bull. You got to do it. It's tremendous. People just get out of the way. 3-4 blocks away, they see me coming. They immediately start crossing the street. I love it.
I'm the same. Like, I've been bit twice by dogs. One when I was a teenager, and this dog nearly turned me into a girl. That it was that close to like dodgery-do that like it nearly made me a girl. And then one just a few months ago, I was only walking into a shop, walking along, minding my own business, doing nothing, just about to walk into a shop, and it got up and it bit my leg, or it tried to bite my leg, and it just got its claw in and things like that. And if I'm walking down the street and someone's walking towards me with a pit bull or any kind of dog like that, I am getting the fuck out of the way. I am like, nah, hell no. Because they are quick. If they want to bite you, they will bite you. And for some reason, they want to bite me. I don't know what it is. I don't slather myself in bacon juice or anything and things like that. But for some reason, they just want to bite me. So yeah, I'm crossing the fuck over. Or I'll be like, oh, I forgot something at home, and I'll just turn around and carry on walking back.
I feel like a king. I don't know why black people complain about that. I love having the whole side of the street to myself. It's awesome. Yeah. Black people have no idea how difficult it is as a white man to have to walk down the street every half a block, have frivolous conversations about the weather. Oh, man, I think it is gonna rain. Why? Why do we have to have this conversation? No, it's tremendous. I like the respect. Look at me. My whole life, I've looked like Ron Howard. You realize that? My whole life, I've been mugged repeatedly. I've never had any street cred whatsoever. The second they see this four-legged P90X body coming down the street, that's it. It's the best dog on the planet. You gotta get a pit bull. I'm telling you, man, it's like a gun you can pet. Get 2 of them, come down to you, just strapped. All of a sudden, there's no line at the ATM. It's just the whole world opens up for you. All right, let's wrap this up here. I had lunch the other day. I'm a big-time conspiracy theorist. I drive my girlfriend nuts. You know, I think they're about ready to microchip all of us. Yeah, they got this commercial down in the States, you know. You got that commercial up here for Duracell batteries? They're selling batteries, and the commercial is some woman can't find her kid in the park. That's how they're selling batteries. The hell kind of way is that to sell batteries? Do you remember the old commercials? They just show some guy in a rainstorm, has a flat, pulls out a flashlight. Oh, thank God he had Duracell. You can see how wet I'm getting. That was it. Now they're showing this woman she can't find her kid in the park. She's sitting there going, Kevin? Kevin? Has anybody seen Kevin? Sitting there freaking out, then she pulls out this little device, beep, 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 and here comes Kevin running out of the woods. And they're like, Duracell batteries. It's like, dude, the hell with the batteries. What was that thing she just took out of her pocket? How did Kevin know to come out of the woods? He didn't have an antenna. His sneakers weren't glowing. What the hell is in Kevin that's connected to that device? Don't just show me that like that's normal. Oh, yeah, robot kids. Yeah, must go see mommy. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie. If I could put a tracker in my daughter's only 6 years old, but I panic a lot with my daughter. There's so much shit that goes on in the world nowadays, and like especially here in the UK, like with kids being grabbed and things like that. My daughter's a chunk. She's not fat. She's just like. For some reason, my two kids were conceived on energy drinks. So if you look at her, she's taller than her entire class, and like she's like, what you fucking looking at? So it's the case. If anyone tried to grab her, they tried to pick her up, and she's like, nope, next year, next year. But yeah, I panic. So she's going on to school trips. School trips are the worst because I think that like there's 27 kids in her class and there's 3 teachers. Now, if it was me, my wife and my dad taking 27 kids on a trip, how are we gonna keep an eye on every single one of them? So yeah, I do panic when she goes on trips and things like that, and like it is a rough world out there. But I on Bill Burr, I really do like him. I do. That he does make me laugh, and I've yet to find one of his that have made me laugh out loud, like a big time belly laugh. He always does make me laugh. That's the good thing with him. But like sometimes I watch these things and you see some of the people in the audience just going absolutely mental and things like that. That I've not yet got one like that, so I'm hoping to get one very, very soon. But guys, listen, I said at the beginning of this video that it was a bad idea because I needed to have a wee, and now I really, really, really need to have a wee, and it was a bad idea to drink some of that drink throughout this. But guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I will be uploading daily, and if there is any other Bill Burr that you want me to react to, let me know in the comments down below and I will get round to doing it. But until the next time, take it easy. Peace out. Have a nice day. Toodles.